Welcome to another webinar organized by MEISTER project. The present webinar is devoted to the European eMobility Expertise Center and to eSUMPS knowledge base. In the first part of the webinar, we will get into more details about the center, which can also be called EeMEC. What exactly is the center? Which are its objectives? What services does it offer? And by which partner was it established? At the second part, we will present the eSUMPS knowledge base. As already mentioned, EeMEC is the European eMobility Expertise Center. It is established in Spain, in the city of Valencia. It is a legal, independent, non-profit organization initially established by selected MEISTER project partners. It is a technical, legal and financial support center, as well as a tool which will facilitate engineering and consultancy companies to offer the services to local governments in the urban planning. A possible question is, how important is the center? At this point, I would like to give you some interesting insights about the climate change and how our planet is affected. According to experts, the temperature could even rise by 1.8 to 4 degrees by 2100, especially with the increasing use of fossil fuels. It is therefore high time to reduce man-made carbon dioxide emissions. With a share of 14% of all global greenhouse gas emissions, the transport sector is particularly in question, and with it the automotive industry. Is the European Union ready to embrace the change? The answer is yes. Germany is the leading European market for plug-in electric car sales. Climate change was a topic in many European government agendas. Battery electric vehicles are the most popular type of passenger electric vehicles in the European Union. Also, the number of charging stations available across Europe is increasing at a rapid pace. Since Europe is changing, the MEISTER project partners created the center with high expectations for the future. The EeMEC is a non-profit organization created to facilitate the transferability of best practices of the various cities leading in mobility in Europe to other European local governments. The vision of the center is to build a greener, carbon dioxide-free mobility future. The mission is to ensure a more efficient use of urban space and mitigate adverse traffic effects with smart in-mobility solutions. The values of EeMEC are the essence of its identity and summarizes the purpose of its existence: collaboration, electrification, sustainability and ecology. Those values shape the center's culture and impact the business strategy. They help to create and maintain a purpose and a sense of commitment to the wider uptake and use of e-mobility solutions. EeMEC has 6 main objectives. Firstly, to facilitate the transferability of best practices from the pilot cities and other cities leading in mobility in Europe. Second, to improve the networking of stakeholders, tech providers, users, vendors and user communities in the field of e-mobility, urban planning and sustainable urban mobility plans. Third, to increase the use of existing and future technology, product and service offerings. Fourth, to improve the integration and interoperation of existing and future technology, product and service offerings in the field of e-mobility, urban planning and SUMPs. Fifth, to promote the technical, economic and legal innovation in e-mobility through the organization of joint research and development activities of the association members. Sixth, to organize events as well as to promote the latest developments in e-mobility. The services of the center are categorized into 4 large groups. The first group is e-mobility studies and analysis. It includes feasibility studies, analysis of charging behavior, forecasting vehicle trends, and developing of e-mobility strategies. The second group of services is the business consultancy services. EeMEC offers EV business cases, planning of charging infrastructure, operation advice, public and business consultation. Networking and fundraising is the third group. Partnerships are developed, stakeholders are facilitated, and interested parties can have access to European research open calls. Finally, the third group includes the sharing of best practices, public awareness campaigns, training, seminars, and conferences. So, what are the target groups and who can benefit from EeMEC? The first group is the research community. It includes research institutes, universities, researchers, graduate and undergraduate students, PhD candidates, and young scientists. The second group includes the end users, electric vehicle owners and drivers, as well as the general interested public on electric mobility. The third group is the public sector, national and regional governments, control authorities, road authorities and operators. In addition to this group, we may also include local authorities such as city and metropolitan councils. The role of those entities may be policy making, control of funding, deploying and in some cases operating e-mobility facilities such as charging points. Finally, the fourth group includes technology developers and providers in many sectors and domains. The interaction with the before-mentioned groups leads to many positive effects. It raises awareness for the wider e-mobility sector. It encourages decisions and actions. It creates and promotes dialogue and feedback on the various findings and technologies. And finally, it is foreseen to influence everyday actions and decision-making process. The partners of EeMEC are members of the ecosystem who contribute in building the EeMEC and making sustainable, ranging from local authorities and city networks to NGOs, academics, private partners, and consultancies. Moving forward to the second part of the webinar, it is time to present the eSUMPS knowledge base of EeMEC. The Sustainable Urban Mobility Plans knowledge base is a tool available for developing local strategies that integrate e-mobility. They define a set of interrelated measures designed to satisfy the mobility needs of people and businesses for today and tomorrow. They involve an integrated planning approach and address all modes of transport in cities and the surrounding areas. The European Commission recognizes SUMPs as a central element of transport planning in cities. The European Union has undertaken continuous efforts to promote SUMP practices and to improve their quality. The SUMPs knowledge base of EeMEC is central to the facilitation of transferability of best practices from the 3 cities participating in the project and other cities leading in mobility in Europe to other European local governments. The knowledge base includes e-mobility relevant data, strategies, studies, various plans and pilot results. The main benefits presented by the eSUMPS knowledge base is the ease to discover solutions about e-mobility implementation strategies which have already been proof efficient. Since we have already reached the end of our webinar, we would like to thank you very much for your attention. Visit our website, browse the elements on our eSUMPS knowledge base, and get informed about ongoing and future events. And don't forget to follow us on social media.